Yeah, I was like trapped in something or whatever, or it was like trapping me in, and I didn't know like what to do. Got them. I was like, everything was like manageable until now. That's the second to the last boss. Oh shit, I didn't even get to the bullshit, I guess. Like it was like kind of like a statue kind of boss or some shit. Yeah, I was so confused, got them. I was like, what the fuck is going on? I was like, there has to be something. I'm missing some piece of the puzzle. Dude, look how detailed the damn sprite is. Or sprites. I'm imagining it's not just one big sprite. They probably like joined a bunch of like parts together and stuff. One game I want to learn on Genesis is Musha. That game looks fun. Ooh. That boss gets so close sometimes. Well, hell, all the enemies in this game, they just get so fucking close to you. They don't give a fuck. Snake. Reminds me of when I was first learning how to play fucking Metal Gear Solid. Man, I streamed the whole fucking thing. This was years ago. Off-screen kill. Motherfucker living forever. God damn. Psych. It's good, Icky.
I didn't know in this for this game, the ship is like 2 people in it. It's like a pilot and a navigator. I had no clue. Holy shit. I thought it was just one person. Shit. I hate this part. So much shit. I remember the first time playing this game, I kept running into these ships. Like, barely, because I was trying to, like, kind of, squeeze through. Oh, God. Oh, this part too. Oh my god. This part used to fuck me up. Oh man. It's not that bad. It's not very, like, demanding of a, like, obstacle. Aw, shit. I fucked up. Damn, usually I can kill that enemy faster, and I missed, like, one little shot out of sloppiness. God damn it. Fucked up. That's a weird part. Damn.
Back up. This part's so cool when the fucking song changes. Time to fight this cheap ass boss. That ain't that bad. Oh shit. Oh my lord. Oh shit. I almost got hit by a fucking missile. Damn, back up. Oh no! Oh my god. Holy shit. Whoa, he died quick. All right, give me my shield. Give me my shit. Oof. All right. All's good now. Oof. Yeah, not having a shield in this game. Oh my god. Scary as fuck. Oh shit. Why not? Sound like they saying Winamp, the damn PC program for music. Winamp. I used to use that shit. What's up, Marcus? Oh, this is Sega Genesis. I'm using RetroArch. You fucks with this, Marcus? I'm assuming. Went out with the random anime channels. Oh, I ain't go there. Oh shit. You know something I don't. Gotham. All right, I'm gonna go in the pocket. That's crazy. You gotta take a hit in, then a a hit out. It's like shit. All right, one more blast. There we go. Wait, it was videos? Gotham? What the fuck? What? There was what? But people streaming videos on there? Alright, I can get a shield back pretty soon. Thank you. I'm gonna stay out here. All right, gotta switch. Shoot these bubbles. Thanks for the shield. Wow. Wow, 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 dude. I hate the enemy. Now my shield is fucked. What's up, Bruce? Yeah, happy Friday, bro. Happiest of Fridays. What's up, Shadow Fox? Yeah, I'm just doing a little like victory lap run. I already no miss cleared this game, so I'm just playing again. Whatever happens, happens. It's a good game. One of my favorites. This shit used to fuck me up back in the day. I didn't know what to do. It's on Genesis or Mega Drive. I'm playing Thunder Force 4, not Lightning Force. Is there a way to get it on PC? This? Yeah, there's emulation, man. You know about emulation? Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Good. Let Google guide you. I'm not gonna post up any links or anything like that. Let Google show you the way. All right, I don't like this part. Get the fuck out! Oh my lord. I know that's not probably the best way to do that shit, but I don't give a fuck, man. That's my way. Oh my god. Killed him quick. But yeah, I got them. The music in this game is good. This shit fucking rocks. Oh, you son of a bitch. How dare you? What? Another hit? What? Where you going, motherfucker? Alright, looks like I might have to get my shield back up to level 2. Alright, I gotta do this. Here we go. Hold your breath. Alright. I didn't find that part, by the way. I had to use a video. Everything in this game I learned through video. I did not figure out any of this shit. There we go. I may not have money, but I have emulation. Yeah, exactly, man. And plus, if you want to buy these games physical, they're very expensive. Like, I ain't paying all that shit. Man, I love this song. It's so, like, menacing, man. I like how it changes up. It's just too damn sick. Damn, back up. Yeah, there's a button for it. Switches buttons from left to right. I wish you can switch from both directions. Graphics are sick. Yeah, I know, right, Bruce? This is 1992, man. Back when the hip hop was good. Do I get a shield? Yes! Oh, whoops. Maybe I need to slow down. Yeah, let me slow down. Let me slow it down. Rest in peace, Chino XL. Oh yeah, yeah, he passed away. He was a good rapper. No release? I think so. Is he with what's that? Clear Soul Forces or some shit? I don't know. Name sounds familiar. All right, one more to go. Come on. All right, final stage. Let's go. Oof. Yeah, I've been getting a lot of those bots lately. Shadow Fox. Yeah, I know. I gotta get them later, man. I'm busy. I'm busy, man. Oh, thanks for the 1-up. Fuck. I'm busy, man. And plus, I got the links off and shit. All because of them. Whoop, got it. Oh man, another no miss. And I had shield to spare. Damn. It's funny because like I did this off stream and I was playing horrible. So, but now that I did it on stream, I felt like I did better. What the fuck? I wasn't even planning on like no missing this shit. Thanks, Dr. Spide, Bruce Wayne. Oh yeah, let me ban that bot. Ooh. I could do the first stage of Metal Slug X Deathless and get to the end of second stage Hitless. Hey, that's good. Keep it up. Oh man. Such a good game. Let me turn on the light. All right. Oof. Yeah, with this game, you just gotta know where shit is and just know how to fight bosses, deal with enemy waves, keep your weapons, keep your shields. That's it. I'm also attempting to Fighting Rage 1cc. Yeah, I've been hearing about that game. I should have bought it when it was on sale. Like, I've been playing a lot of older beat 'em ups. Like, I've been playing a lot of like Punisher and shit, and like I'm so like it feels like I'm putting that game as far as like other beat 'em ups. Like, I'm comparing like newer beat 'em ups so much to like Punisher as far as like quality goes, because it's so good. And then also I do Streets of Rage 2, you know, new era multiplayer. One of y'all asked about Streets of Rage 2. Let me see what y'all said. Let me see. One of y'all asked about Streets of Rage 2. Oh, Shadow was like, have you ever played Dodonpachi? Also on 1cc Streets of Rage 2. Yep, I played Dodonpachi. Not very much of it. Like regular Dodonpachi. It's a good game. All right, let's see how many points I got. This is gonna be important. Because I didn't get to those bonus squids that latch on to you on stage 9. Ooh. Can I get to 6 million? Ooh. This ain't gonna go to 6 million. I don't think so. Oh no. Oh wait. Wait. No. It's gonna go to 5. Yeah, it's gonna go to 5 million. Yeah. Damn. Sure, I'll put my name in. Somebody in Game FAQs, they put in like a cheat saying that you can pick the ship from Thunder Force 3. What the fuck? It's been up there for years and it don't work.